Man Show.
Hey, welcome to the Harry Man Show number 29. We're going to smile on some centers with the Mendez Bros. Today I got Freddy and Sam Mendez. How you guys doing today?
Doing good. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, no problem. Freddy and Sam are the guitar player and drummer for a local band called Smile on the Center. Been at it for a couple years. These guys are getting better by the day. I'm a pleasure to have them on the show. So what's going on, guys?
Nothing much.
Well, you know, just surviving, living life.
Yeah, so recently you guys just dropped a new single. Tell us about that one a little bit.
Yeah, it's angry.
I've been listening to it. It's in rotation. I enjoy it a lot.
Thank you. It's definitely a little different than what we've done before, but we wanted to go really aggressive and angry with it. So
Yeah.
I think we did it. I think we got it.
I think you did too. But let's take it back a little bit. What got you guys started as a band? Because I remember I've known you guys for quite a while now. But
Yeah.
what was the flame that ignited Smile on the Center?
You know, this is gonna sound funny, but
Yeah.
the whole thing that kicked this everything off, music and everything, was a SpongeBob movie.
Really?
I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
Really?
Freddie, you want to elaborate?
I forgot what the movie's called, but SpongeBob basically saves the whole town by playing a guitar solo. And when we're younger, we watched this, and Sam was like, "Yeah, let's pick up the guitar," and he picked it up. And like a month into him playing, I was like, "Yo, I want to play," and he's like, "Nah, you do something else." So I started playing drums, and then
Nice.
the first show we went to, for me at least, it was Avenged Sevenfold in 2011. That was the first show I went to, watched it, felt everything, the energy, the just how they sounded, everything, and it was kind of immediately like, yeah, this is something that I got to do. This is it.
So was it pretty much just a dive right into metal for you guys right
Oh
away?
yeah.
Yeah.
So was Smile on the Center the first band, or was there a band before that?
There was. We were Apex at first,
Yeah.
and it was just like us and some friends from high school.
Oh, nice.
We didn't know what we were doing like at all.
Mhm.
It was really bad looking back on it.
Yeah.
We thought.
You saw some of our shows.
Yeah,
you went to our.
I think you
concerts.
went to one of our shows.
I went to a couple.
Yeah,
It was bad.
it was real bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It wasn't bad. No, you guys are young. You have to learn. You have to go.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
It's technically the same band. We had some lineup changes and then
Yeah.
changed the name,
Mhm.
but like the bass was still there.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I guess you could say we've had one band before this. I
Nice.
guess.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, and then going. How long have you guys been in Smile on the Center? How many years has it been now?
2015.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when we like got the name change and we're like, all right, we're gonna take ourselves super serious now
Nice.
and like try to figure it out.
So you guys released a song called Juggernaut at first, right?
Yeah, that was in our first like EP that released at the end of 2016.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. And that song's had some pretty good success so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, but
Yeah, it's the only song on that like EP that had like the traditional like metalcore verses and singing courses. It really like hit a lot of people, had a positive message. You know, everyone liked hearing it live. So, and that song got like a lot of like
Yeah, I remember.
traction.
attention.
I
Yeah.
remember working with you and you talking about. I'm like, awesome, dude. You were like, yeah, we just hit like this and we just hit that. I'm like, crazy, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, I think like right now it's over like 500,000 streams on
Really?
on Spotify right now.
Congratulations.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah.
It's still going hard.
That's,
Yeah.
that's a
Crazy.
big feat there. That's really cool.
Yeah.
But we were talking a little about influence as far as players. I know you guys were talking about Avenged Sevenfold, but what guitar players or drummers were standing out to you guys?
For me, it was like a lot of good. I guess like it was more like riff orientated.
Mhm.
Like I was like, man, I like the way that dude, writes riffs. Like
Mhm.
I listened to like in the earlier days, like a lot of Kill Switch.
Oh, nice.
Avenged Sevenfold was there too. Even nothing like Avenged Sevenfold, but that was like a really big thing for me.
Mhm.
And it's crazy. There's a lot of newer bands, and then there was those like what people would call like ricecore bands that influenced every metalcore band back then, like Memphis Mayfire, Asking Alexandria, and like a bunch of other ones. And we kind of like, I personally delved a lot into that, and I was like, all right, breakdowns, let's do that.
So I know you were in the Slipknot too a little bit there. Both of you guys were.
Yeah, massive Slipknot fan since I was like before
Little.
I even played guitar.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about drummers?
Mainly the Rev from Avenge, but growing up, like I would loop Linkin Park Hybrid Theory. I'd loop that album on just like every single day. I would loop that.
I don't think you understand.
It was bad.
Yeah.
We listened to that album so
I love
much
that album.
when we were young.
Yeah.
Like when we lived back
Like
in
our
California.
CDs would like go out, like they would burn out. How many songs we would listen to, and would go buy another one to replace
Yeah,
it.
we literally went through like 5 CDs.
Yeah.
Nice. That was a great album. Even the Meteor. How do you say
Meteora.
it?
Meteora.
That was a great album too.
Those first 2 albums are like really
That was like the
special to me.
staple for like, all right, yeah, this is it. Like the
new metal.
new metal type of stuff.
I think they were like the end evolution of new metal.
Yeah.
If that
Yeah.
makes. I feel like they were more. What's the word for it? More digestible coming out of that. They
More
weren't like,
marketable.
Yeah,
I
they
would
weren't
say.
Limp Bizkit. You know. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
They were less ignorant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More realistic. That's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say.
so I would loop that album, and the drums on there are super solid, and they're just driving. And then I found Avenge, and that like changed everything because the Rev was just so like out there. The parts that he would play, even like later in their career before he passed away, it's just those parts were like so good. And like the feels that he would do are like I wouldn't think about that.
He has
I
that
wouldn't
slap
do that.
sound on those toms.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that.
But mainly it's honestly just the Rev.
I was like, you listen to a lot of like you were watching a ton of Joey Jordison stuff when you were
Yeah.
Disaster pieces.
Yeah. Even though like the timing stuff's weird.
Yeah. That was before clicks were really like implemented like hardcore.
Yeah.
And you could tell, which I kind of like the rawness,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, when you're going that fast, you have to be.
Yeah, like on the spot. Yeah.
Are you guys still following Slipknot with the new stuff?
Oh yeah.
You think so? How do you feel about Jay Weinberg and all that?
Oh, love him.
Really
Great.
I think he's pretty cool. Of course, being a guitar player, I see someone do some flashy drum stuff. I'm like, yo, that's cool. That's what's up.
Yeah.
I think I'm also just like a big fan of the band. And they've kind of took like a weird direction, but it still kind of feels like Slipknot. So I dig it.
Yeah.
Right on. And then
I think he fits them like
now.
Yeah, he fits.
He was
he's a good
picked
fit.
instead of like formed. You know? So it's always a little different when you're coming into it. But as far as gear wise, I know you've been a Schecter and an Ernie Ball guy. How did that session start too?
Yeah. There's actually kind of a funny story with that one.
Oh, I remember.
So Schecter, the whole love for Schecter. I still love Schecter. They're great guitars, especially for the money. You get a really good bang for your buck. But it was because of Avenged Sevenfold. They played Schecter, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna buy a Schecter then. And I bought like a few cheap ones and a really nice one, and that's what I used for a while. And then I went and took a guitar lesson, just kind of like a fundamental breakdowns of like arpeggios and stuff with Jason Richardson when he was in Chelsea Grin.
Nice.
And he's the Music Man guy.
Oh, nice.
And I remember I went there. It was at Club Red in Mesa, and he's like, "All right, cool, let's go." And I pulled my guitar out, and he's like, "All right." He's like, he's like, "Put that back." I was like, "Okay." He's like, "I'm gonna let you use one of mine," and then he pulled out one of his, what was his JP13 7-string.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and he's like, "Here you go." He's like, "Just don't drop it." And I was like, "All right, cool."
Changed it forever.
Yeah, that was the first time I ever played one, and I was just like, "Wow."
The neck's a lot fatter though, huh?
No, it's thinner.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm not a guitar player, by the way. I just,
Yeah, it's like really thin and flat, and it's like super comfortable. I got tiny hands, so I'm like, yo, this is great. So after that, I was like, I gotta buy one, and then since I bought my first one, I now own like 5.
Yeah. And you have the bassist too now, right? Or
I converted him too. I was like, bro, I was like, you're gonna buy a bass, you buy a Music Man.
Nice.
I made. Yeah, he got a bongo. It's great. It's a nice bass.
Nice. And then that's like the purple one you guys have, or the
yeah,
nice. The drums, you're a DW guy, right?
Yeah, I've always been since I got my first DW set, but
nothing.
No, DWs for me all the way. I've had like experience recording too. I was using my DW set, and we're recording 2 songs. The first song I used my DW set, and then the next day we switched sets. I think we used a Tamaha.
It was a Tama Superstar.
I think so, yeah. And
yeah, I think so.
Just like I've never had a problem with DW set or anything like that. But during the takes, you could hear the toms going out of tune.
Really?
And yeah, it was kind of a nightmare. It may have been the kit. It may have been like the way it was tuned. It's like I know the producer we went with, he said that he hasn't used it in a while, so that might be a factor in it. But I've never had a problem with a DW set like that.
He straight up did like a rim shot.
Yeah,
then
and the
hit
snare was
bug,
just boom, gone.
and then it just completely like
Yeah.
detuned.
Huh.
It was so weird.
Drum maintenance and all
But-
that stuff. So.
Yeah.
When we recorded with Andrew in Florida, he had one of the nicest SJC kits.
Mm.
Yeah.
That sounded really good. May have got me curious, but I don't think I'll switch.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll switch boats.
It was like a nice like natural maple
Yeah.
kit.
Yeah, they're a little pricey too.
Yeah.
But I wanted to kind of jump back over to the new single. What's this song about, and what was the inspiration for this song?
You can take this one.
Okay. So I'll be honest. This song's about some drama.
Okay.
Within the scene. I'll just leave it at that for that part.
Uh-huh.
But it's about, trusting someone, being backstabbed, believing in someone, and then they're two-faced to you. And we just kind of took those kind of basic things and feelings and just amplified it as much as we can and made it really angry.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely overboard with some of the lyrics. Are like blah blah blah. You get what you deserve. And
Yeah.
but it's just kind of like a personification of like being betrayed.
I'll say definitely for everyone in the band, the one that relates to the song the most, that had the most emotional connection or ties to this song, is definitely our vocalist Jacob. He really put a lot of passion into this one, so this one's kind of his baby. But I know he feels like a deep connection to the song, just because of the topic and stuff.
Yeah, it was like a good way for him to kind of like vent.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then one thing I want to talk about, when everything was normal, I know everything's kind of off right now. What was your favorite local venue you guys were circling through?
Oh.
I have a few. I really enjoyed playing at Pub Rock. We did a lot of shows there. We did our first headliner there.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
It was nice.
Quite a few times myself.
Yeah, I love playing Club Red. We don't play it as often, but it's a good venue. Hello.
Hey, sorry.
But yeah, we just don't play Club Red enough, and I really want to play that venue more. Super nice. Staff's always cool to us. One other venue that I fell in love with back in December
Underground
was the Underground.
Oh, nice.
I enjoyed playing the Underground a lot.
Nice.
We haven't played that venue before December. It's been like 3.5 years.
Yeah,
About that. And we always didn't like playing it before because you have to go down the stairs. And
it's a lot of work.
Yeah,
it's
lugging all the gear
it's
down
hot.
there.
But we played it back in December for another headliner, and it was crazy. It was so much fun, and it was a good time. And I was like, dang, I miss this venue. It's a good venue.
Nice. Have you guys thought about doing any virtual shows or anything?
Yeah.
Have you guys done it, or are you looking into it?
Currently looking into it. There's a few options on the table. I think we're going to do a few different things.
Nice.
Some live stream, some pre-recorded. Between now and probably January doing a few,
nice. And
few
what's you
things.
guys' projection about going back out there? What do you guys think time-wise?
Oh,
I've been thinking about this a lot. The way things are going, things are opening up. Like I just watched a baseball game the other day, and they had a crowd.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was like, okay, that's like a good sign. I looked into it. They were taking like precautions and stuff like that, and I honestly don't think like normal shows will be back until like possibly like halfway through next year, or maybe towards the end of next year.
I say spring next year.
Yeah. Which makes me sad. I've been going crazy. I just want to play a show.
Now, do you guys find yourself practicing more, or do more off flip from it?
Less.
Really?
Yeah. I wish I could say I've been practicing every day, but I haven't. I just recently set up my kit like maybe a week ago. That's just on me. That's on me. But
yeah.
Well, the Phoenix heat doesn't help drummers at all. Either.
No. Oh man, we just played yesterday, for example, for like 15 minutes. Like, hey, let's get a quick jam. Play some of the old songs.
You're just like, ooh.
And we're like,
it's rough.
Oh, it was eye opening. We're like, dang.
Yeah.
We got rusty.
Yeah. So I want to talk about any local bands you guys want to do shout outs to that you guys play shows with.
Oh yeah.
That are on the up and coming as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of good bands out there. There's honestly too many to name. There are a few that come to mind that we always play shows with them.
Yeah.
Like the Exiled Martyr. They're like a really sick deathcore band.
Nice.
I Pariah.
Apex Alpha for me.
Apex Alpha, yeah. I Pariah just put out a new song called Criminal. If you're into deathcore, that's a really cool song.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
It's really cool.
Another band that when they like started doing shows and they came out, they made a big noise when they started playing shows is Apocalypse Honey.
Oh, really?
They're really cool.
Yeah, another deathcore band too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Also, I've been really into this other band. Really cool guys. They're called Never Sleep.
Oh, nice.
They have a song called Eclipse that's very like, not I wouldn't say proggy, but like North Lane, like if you know that band.
Mhm.
Super catchy, super heavy.
Nice.
They tune like so low, like I don't even understand it.
But it's good though.
Is there any YouTube channels you guys are watching for educational and like bands you just can't get enough of lately?
Lately there's this Arizona local show. They do like a lot of funny stuff. He does like skits for like bands. He just reacted to our new song like earlier today too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that dude's so funny. He makes skits and everything.
So what's your guys' YouTube channel we could check out too? I forgot to ask that.
Ours is it's Smile on the Center.
Oh, easy.
Yeah,
Easy.
little on the easy side.
Yeah, so Spotify and Apple is all the same.
Yep. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what were you guys touring when everything was normal? Were you guys in the tri-state area? What were you guys doing?
It was kind of weird. We did like one show beginning of the year, and then we went to Florida for like 3 weeks to go record some music. And then we got back and we had some shows lined up. We had a little tour lined up. We had some festivals lined up, and then like everything
Just
before the first show we could do, which was like maybe like
it was in March or no, April.
Yeah, in April. It got canceled like a month before, and we're just like, oh no. And we're like, well, maybe this show, like we had one show that got canceled that I was really excited for was like it was at Club Red too in
April, I think.
No, it was in July.
Oh.
Got moved to July with like Fit for a King and Chelsea
Alpha
Grin, Alpha Wolf, Crystal Lake, and I was like, yeah, this show sounds so fun. I feel like we fit the bill, and that show got canceled sadly, and the little tour that we were working on never got announced or anything. That got canceled. Festivals were.
Now, when you guys were in Florida, were you guys checking out the scene there at all, or just primarily recording the whole time?
We were just recording the whole time.
Yeah, we wanted to. We got the whole time we were there. We got 2 days off.
Yeah.
So there wasn't like a ton of time to like go out. Like the one day off, we went like all the way to like Sharktooth Bay, like past Tampa. It was like a 2-hour drive, and we went there.
It was worth it though.
Oh, nice.
That was really nice. But yeah, we didn't get a ton of downtime. Pretty decently long studio days. It was really fun though.
Nice. So just to kind of jump gears, I know you guys are comic book guys too. What are you guys recently getting into as well?
Okay.
Yeah, we could talk about this.
Yeah. So I've been spending good money on comics lately.
Yeah.
So what's getting your attention lately?
Oh man, I have been collecting a lot of Venom.
Nice.
And like a lot of like older Spider-Man, like Silver Age.
Before you get into that, are you excited about the second movie at all?
I'm curious.
I think Carnage is one of my favorite villains for that.
Yeah. I heard that they were doing like a whole like new crew, new director, and everything for this movie. So I'm kind of curious to see what's going on, especially with all the stuff that's been being said about the new Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, I think they're gonna pull in the multi-dimensional stuff too.
Yeah, like some multiverse stuff. It has.
I pray that they do that.
Oh my god, it's gonna be.
So it's getting obvious now.
Yeah, so crazy.
Yeah, they're doing Electro. They're doing who else was it? Doctor Strange, obviously.
Doctor Strange, yeah.
Blanking out, but someone else. I think they're gonna pull the Tobey Maguire.
Well, I heard that.
I know he posted on his Twitter like a Spider-Man emoji, and I heard that, and I just recently watched the official trailer for the new movie that's gonna come out, and I've been trying to dodge all like the spoils and the talk. I've been trying to dodge it all.
He's talking about the Morbius trailer.
Oh,
I've been trying to dodge it.
I think so.
Yeah. Dude, and then they has in the Morbius trailer. I was like, what?
Yeah. Did you see
got
the
Vulture
end of that trailer, by the way?
Yeah, I saw the end of that.
They got Vulture in there. He's like, "What's up, dog?"
I didn't want to watch it. I didn't want to watch it, but Sam and Max had it on the laptop, and I was like, "Okay, it's right there. I can't say no. I gotta watch it." And so I watched it. Oh.
Are you guys strictly Marvel or DC guys as well?
I like both, but I definitely.
I'm mainly Marvel though.
I definitely like Marvel more, but I like both.
So, are you happy with the way they're transitioning the comic stories into the movies?
Yeah.
What comic series are you reading so much with Venom and Spider-Man? I know there's a lot.
Yeah, there's a ton. I just got. Oh my god, I forget what it's called. Like it was like a little line of like a team up of like the Punisher and Venom, and I forget what it was, and it has Kraven in it.
Oh, nice.
And that one's really good. I collect. I want to like. I'm like a completionist.
Oh yeah.
So like I'll get a comic and I'm like, all right, now I got to get the next like whatever. Like I just completed the Maximum Carnage series.
nice.
So I have like 1 through 14. And I'm like, ugh, yeah. And I just completed the Lethal Protector line, which is only 6 issues.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
I just started that line.
that was like so hard to find.
Really?
I went so many places here in Arizona. I drove to California.
Did you guys ever go to Bookman's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bookman's is a good spot too.
Yeah.
They have that like $2 bin you can pretty much go through all day.
Yeah,
so.
I got actually a really good pull from Bookman's for like $5.
Really?
I got the first Omega Red
Oh,
X-Men.
yeah.
Nice.
The first appearance of Omega Red, and I was
Nice.
like, $5. It's in really good shape.
Nice.
I felt like I stole it.
Nice. Now going back on the MC, what was your favorite movie out of the 22 movies?
Oh,
That's so hard to pick. I would say for sure Endgame.
Think so?
It just felt so grand to me. I cried.
okay. Yeah. I'm like, who didn't cry though?
Nice.
I feel like
I liked a ton of them. Like
Yeah.
they're all. I really didn't. Okay, so one that shocked me that I didn't think I was gonna like, but I ended up loving was the Guardians of the Galaxy when it first came out.
Oh yeah, the two that are out are excellent.
yeah.
Yeah, it came out and I was like, I'm not too familiar. I probably won't watch it.
Uh-huh.
And then I went and watched it and I was like, yo, this is really good.
Yeah, I think the Spider-Man movie stood out to me the most, and I'm really excited about the Miles Morales game that's coming out in about 2 or 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just saw that trailer like a week ago too.
Did you see the cat he has?
Yeah.
No, I saw like
I
maybe
saw
a
that.
couple
Yeah,
seconds
he
of
has
it.
a cat that fights in his backpack with him.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope I can even buy it somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
This whole hype for this PS5 is becoming
Crazy,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Scalpers, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it could be just like an Apple game, or they're just hyping it up, and it's everywhere the day it comes out. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah, I heard that there was like this crazy thing is like when they pre-ordered, you could pre-order the PS5, and like it like the site crashed and like all this.
I missed it 3 times.
Yeah,
Like-
my vocalist was trying to get it too, and he's
Yeah.
just like, oh.
But I feel like Endgame has to be because it ties it so much together.
I'll say as like, I guess you could go 2 ways with it, like because that one's like a full like
Yeah.
group movie and then like a solo movie.
Yeah,
So for solo movies, I really like Thor Ragnarok.
yeah, that was excellent too. And he's directing the next Thor too as well.
Yeah, I know it was Love and Thunder.
That's it. Yeah,
Yeah, that movie.
Far From Home.
It was like a good feel-good movie.
Gotta come on, Far From Home.
it's excellent. I like
I
Far
like
From
Far
Home a lot.
From-
Such
Yeah.
a good movie.
I thought Mysterio was pretty well portrayed in that.
oh,
too.
Dude.
very well.
I was blown away that scene where like he comes out and he's like full Mysterio,
Yeah.
just going crazy
Yeah.
with. I was just like,
Well, even the Iron Man part was like, whoa.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that when he said that, like, if you were better, he'll still be here. Oh, that got me. I was like, hold it
Yeah, yeah,
together.
that's
then he
what
got hit by that train. I was
Yeah.
like, yo,
And then, I'm like, just the way that they had him, like, rely on the Spidey sense so heavily. That's just classic Spider-Man.
or like at the end.
Yeah, that's just classic. That's classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to kind of jump back into the music stuff. Sorry, I know we
No,
went on a
no,
tangent there. What gear? What bands would you guys like to open up for that you think would suit your music pretty well?
That show that got canceled.
Yeah.
I was talking about.
Oh, gotcha.
That'd be a good example.
We'll come back around though.
Yeah.
That's a good example. There's a lot of bands that I would love just to play with, or there's some bands that we've played with before that I would like to play with again.
Yeah.
Like Iceland Kills was a cool band.
Sylar was cool.
Sylar, Attila, we played with them in California. That was
Nice.
really cool.
There's one place that I remember I got to play with Scott's. Oh, what was it? Martini Ranch. I don't know if you guys came and saw me there a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just pushed that place. That was one of my favorite smaller places to play.
I always wanted to play there, but it closed down before we even.
It was
like,
it's
did
so
anything.
comfortable in that
Yeah.
stage. The sound was so good. I don't know. It's just like one of those small places that like everything sounded good all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that and
It
the
was a pretty big stage for
Yeah, it was.
like the floor. Like
well, I like how the drums. They had like a drum stage where it rolled right in. Like you could set up
Yeah.
outside and then they just pushed you in.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice.
So you didn't like
That's
panic
nice,
and
yeah.
try to go up 3
yeah, I
steps.
remember my dad like freaked you out before your set.
Yeah, because you're getting
You're
in the zone,
you're
warming
like sitting
up.
there warming up. My
Yeah.
dad's like, "Hey man, good luck," and you're like, "Ugh."
Well, like I don't know. I get like well, not so much anymore, but I always get that anxiety in my stomach, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh my god.
So I'm like, I've never got that. I've always gotten like the opposite. Like I'll start yawning and I'll feel tired.
Really?
Yeah, maybe it's like my body trying to like calm me down, but
You know what works for me, and it sounds weird, is warm soda.
warm soda.
yeah,
Yeah, and it makes me burp, and I'm like, all right, I'm good.
Yeah.
I get this weird thing where like I guess it's sort of like stage fright, but not really. Like I don't feel nervous or scared, but I get like slightly nauseous. Just very slight.
That is stage fright.
Very slight, and then I get cotton mouth.
Oh, okay.
So I always
that's the worst.
I always have to have like water on stage because I'm like,
Oh, that's why like I would never touch alcohol before going on stage.
oh yeah, I wouldn't. But yeah, I always got cotton mouth. But I felt good. I'm like pumped. I'm like, let's go.
Yeah.
But like I have those feelings still, and I'm like, I don't understand. It's so contradicting.
So do you guys have rituals before you go on? Do you guys kind of like to play around, hype yourselves up, or
We like to yell at each other
Yeah.
because no one's ever where they should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
We're like 10 minutes before we're going on. We're like, oh my god, where's Alexis?
Where's Jacob? Where's Chris?
Call him. Where's he at? We're about to go on. We gotta
that's-
throw our stuff up there.
Man, that's the worst.
Yeah, and then they'll be out front like, oh, well, what's up? What's going on? Why are you mad?
Yeah.
So do you guys feel like practicing a lot before a show helps, or just kind of giving it a day between? Because I know some bands don't like to play for about 24 to 48 hours to kind of keep it fresh when they go on stage. How do you guys approach that?
We've done both.
Yeah.
We got some of our best like performances like practicing the day before, and like one of our best shows we've played. I think we we had a practice, and it was like one of those things like because we all work. All of our schedules didn't line up, so we couldn't practice. It was very like pieced together. And then the day before the show, we were all free, so we're like, let's get into practice. And it was like the worst practice
bad
that we've ever done. And I remember Freddie was so disappointed and upset.
Yeah.
Because everyone was missing parts. We were rushing parts. We were missing cues, and I don't know. It just didn't feel good. And then we were so like, oh man. And then the next day we played the show. It was great. We were like, I don't know what happened.
Nice.
But for the most part, I think we usually will practice leading up, like at least once or twice to a show, and then like if we need a refresher, we'll do one the day before. But if not, we just kind of just go in.
See, I'm the same, but if it's like a show that I'm feeling a little like, oh, okay, I gotta be on like in the pocket tight, I'll wake up early, like 6 or 7 in the morning, and I'll play just by myself for like 2 or 3 hours. And then I'll have to like rush and start packing everything up. But
so are you guys playing with the click or?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Even live, you're doing it too.
Yeah.
Have you seen that helped you, or do you think?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Because it definitely helps your emotions, whether you're nervous or tired or.
Freddie's the only one on a click, so
nice.
we follow him. So we have to rely on him to be in the pocket for us to be in the pocket.
Nice. Is there any gear that you guys are looking forward to getting for your live performance?
Yes. So I just ordered a new guitar.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yep. Another one.
Yeah,
Nice.
another one. It's a Music Man.
Nice.
It's again, it's like I have like a collective personality. It's like a limited edition, 1 out of 10.
Yeah, I know how that goes.
Blue sparkle.
It's nice. It's really nice.
It's really nice. It should be here next week, and I'm just like counting down the days.
So, do you ever go to the buyer's remorse after buying something like that? Because I do typically.
I did once. So I bought another Music Man because we play predominantly 7-string. We have a few older songs in 6-string that we bust out here and there. Depending for like headlining, we have more time. So I bought a 6-string JP16, and I was like, yeah, it's cool, but like it's not blowing me away. So I sold it, got another one, and I was like, this one's definitely better, and I just sold it. So now I have to track down another one.
Nice.
But I sold that one, and that went towards the new one I just got.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then also, we're trying to make the move to digital rigs now.
Oh, nice.
We haven't completely done it. We've had a lot of experiences with Kemper. Like, for instance, that new song that just dropped was recorded entirely on a Kemper.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So that was really cool. A couple of our buddies have them. I've played them, and we're gonna little by little make the push and the move to like the digital rack units.
Oh yeah, it's definitely an investment.
Oh yeah, they're not cheap. Mm-hmm. I could have bought one, but I bought the guitar.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
How about you, Freddie?
I mean, if anything, maybe another stack. I used to have a stack, but I think maybe 2 or 3 years ago, actually Max, when he was in his old band, they were recording a music video, and he used their drummer used my cymbals, and he didn't use the stack, so he left it like to the side in the garage, and his mom threw away my stack.
What?
Yeah.
She thought it was trash.
Yeah, she thought it was.
Oh
None of
God.
the cymbals weren't broken or anything, but
they were like new.
That's the only thing that I gotta get.
There's ways to make some cheaper ones.
Yeah.
You can buy like the Wuhan splashes or little Chinas and.
Yeah. I have a splash, but I've just been like kind of pushing it off. for like 2 or 3 years, and especially since recording with Andrew and stuff, like I didn't use a stack at all, so I'm like, I don't see the need. But
Gotcha.
some of the other, like the older songs have like the stack in it,
Mhm.
so I'm like,
Yeah, and do you like the more on the China side or more on the the clicky hi hat sound?
I think it just depends on like what section or what the song calls for in that part, but metal China,
Yeah.
gotta go for it. Yeah, classic China, can never go wrong.
He does like a good mix of both. Like
Yeah.
if it's like a really heavy part, you got to go on the China.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to have the balance of both sides, the closed and the open on both
Yeah.
sides, so you can kind of do the doubles. But
Freddie had. I wonder what you think, because Freddie's been thinking about switching from
Oh
Siljan
yeah,
to getting some minor
yeah.
Bizans,
I
but
just-
he hasn't
I've
played them.
I've always wanted to try them. I don't know. I've never really like.
they're nice. I mean,
Yeah.
I like their stand.
I like their darker series. Like that's what's more interesting to me. Not like the really bright stuff, because with the Zillions I have, they're super bright.
Yeah.
Cut through the mix.
Well,
you know?
I just tried these Ks, and
Yeah.
they're the thin ones, and I'm liking them so far, but I haven't really broken them in yet.
Yeah.
yeah.
I've been an A custom guy for a long time too, but I just want something a little bit. Maybe I'm getting older. I don't hit as hard as I used to, so I'm looking more for that. Like,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Freddie's been playing A customs for like
yeah,
Yeah.
a
Since
good-
I got them.
a
Yeah.
good minute
For
now.
yeah.
I think since I got the DW set in 2015.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, what's the best place to reach you guys' new single before I let you guys go here?
There, I would say YouTube.
YouTube.
It's on YouTube and Spotify.
Nice.
We have it linked on our Facebook too, but YouTube and Spotify.
And what's the name of the song again?
Deadbeat.
Deadbeat. Nice.
Deadbeat.
All right, guys, go check them out. Make sure you download their song on Spotify, Apple, or YouTube. Thanks a lot for checking out the show, and we'll talk to you guys later. Let me tell you guys about the stuff called Groove Juice. The stuff is amazing. I've been using it since honestly I can remember. It's kept my drums and cymbals looking pristine for shows or just simply practicing at home. Most drummers and some of the great drum techs around the world use this stuff and proudly endorse it. Please reach out to your local retailer or order online with Groove Juice.